Hi, it's Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot. Today we are doing a twin flame energy update, and then we're going to get into some live readings for my viewers. If you're watching this later, we will clip out the beginning portion of this message for a twin flame daily update, which is what Celia has called us to do today. We are going to get a card for the masculine, a card for the feminine, and then a card for the relationship. We feel there is great change going on right now in the twin flame community. So I am a twin flame, and I am that kind of reader, and we channel that energy. So which is ultimately about being balanced in your own masculine and feminine, and then you bring that into a relationship with another person and do it at a higher level of doing it with that person as well. So but it is a union you have to come into together within yourself of your balance of your masculine and your feminine energy. We're first going to get a card for the masculine energy. And the masculine energy gets two cards. The first card the masculine gets is the card of purification. And then the second card is the card of intimacy, which is maybe the masculine is looking at the way he is viewing intimacy at this time. It looks like he's taking a deep dive, going within and maybe changing his beliefs. Um, as far as your masculine energy, are you doing that as well? Because we all have that masculine and feminine within us all. We're now going to get a card for the feminine. And we are using the Sacred Power reading cards from Anna Stark. So, a card for the Divine Feminine. Okay, and the Divine Feminine gets the card of Soul Journey, which we feel is the Divine Feminine is at a place of reclaiming parts of herself, that she's left along on her journey. Sometimes we leave a relationship and it leaves in a bad place, and you have to sometimes take the time to go back to, look at what did that, what patterns did that relationship have, and did you leave, what part of yourself did you leave there? Did you not feel like you could express yourself? And sometimes you didn't maybe fully express, how you felt, and you left that part of that energy there, and that's a part of energy within you that you have to reclaim by feeling that energy and then letting it go. Where is this pattern in my life? So we feel like the feminine is definitely working on her patterns, going through the path, reclaiming the lost fragments of herself at this time. We're now going to get a card for the relationship. So what is going on in the twin flame relationship? Um, okay, so we feel like the first card is personal power, which is about, each of you holding your own personal power. And then the card of truth, which is, taking that mask off and looking deep at yourself. Where are you giving your power away? Look at that in this relationship. Where are you giving your power away? You know, so we are also going to now get a few tarot for masculine, feminine, and relationship as well. So, what is going on with the masculine's part of the journey? And with this, it feels like, the masculine is working on balancing that masculine and feminine energy. That is very, the banner I made for the thumbnail for the reading is like a blue and an orange energy, and very, very similar to this energy. Surprisingly, Celia's like, that is so similar to the background we chose for the thumbnail for this reading. So we feel like it's definitely a strong energy this week of where are you being balanced in your masculine and your feminine energy. So make sure you're focusing on both. And where you're not balanced in it, where I feel like it's time, the masculine's really doing the work on it. So what is going on in the masculine's headspace? Okay. And then we get the Five of Swords, which is, about fives are about change and swords are about thought. So I feel like the masculine is embracing a new way of thinking about this relationship. And then we get the Three of Swords. So what they may have felt in, ego driven heartache, maybe, the feminine has blocked the masculine. And where is the masculine ready to look at a different way of that? You know, she did that because of where my energy is and where her healing is. Like she's doing the healing work and she cut off that because maybe the masculine was feeling in the ego about it. But we feel like in the headspace, the masculine is working towards coming back with a reciprocal offer, something balanced. The Six of Pentacles is about equal give and take, being balanced in that. And we feel like the masculine's headspace is definitely working towards being balanced currently. Where it comes to the feminine, having a different way of thinking about this, the heartbreak from the past, the lessons from the past, where are their patterns at, what do they need to change and purify? Because we feel like the masculine is definitely doing so I hear a purge. So and we feel like they're going to make that choice like soon to take the action forward with that six of with the Six of Pentacles that was on the bottom of that energy that's coming towards them, and they're going to have to walk away from what's no longer serving them. Now we're going to get a couple of cards for the Divine Feminine current energy. What is going on in the headspace of the Divine Feminine? No surprise there. We get the Hanged Man, which is, a time of reflection. We feel like the masculine is also having that time of reflection. So, feminine, we feel like you have been doing the work, putting in the effort of seeing what has changed, where is my soul journey taking me? I hope it is with this person. And you know what? You have to change that. I hope it is with this person to I know. Like hope is one of those words that makes it feel like it's out of your control and out of your reach. So you have to have that deep knowing. I know that. And like, are you looking at the past and all the seeds that have been planted along the way to show you where you're supposed to go, what you're supposed to be doing, how you're supposed to be receiving? Because like she's sitting there, she's got the basket. Those pentacles look pretty full to me, but yet she's not ready to pick the fruits of her labor. And where feminine are you not taking the action of the thoughts you're having? Are you having inspired action? Are you following those breadcrumbs, or are you having that thought and kind of letting it go? Where are you with that towards your personal fulfillment? And then the card that wanted to come out for the feminine's headspace is the Hermit. It is the time about leveling up. I feel that's very similar to the masculine energy. It is a time of reflection and it is a time of where have you held yourself back in the past, feminine? Where do you want to reclaim your personal power? Because, it's about, who in the past have you not fully shown who you are because of the judgment you thought you may receive from that, from the masculine or from anyone. Okay, we're going to get heart space for the masculine. Um, Okay. So the cards for the heart space for the masculine are the Ten of Wands. So ending that cycle, tens are also a one. So that is the beginning of a brand new cycle. To be happy. So we feel like the masculine is ready to move forward from his heart space to be happy, like gaining real clarity on, this is like the confidence of it. This is my person. There's no doubt in my mind that this is my person. And we feel like the masculine's coming to that, and we feel like he's going to take action towards that because that, the sun is, masculine energy, all the way. She said, we're going to lay the Queen of Swords there on the bottom, which is saying a new opportunity is coming. We're now going to get some cards for the Divine Feminine in the heart space. So how is the Divine Feminine's heart space currently? I feel like the Divine Feminine looks like she's are you being awoken in the middle of the night? Are you having a heart chakra activation? Are you feeling the palpitations? Are you opening your heart and trying to come and be more heart centered and get in the messages in the middle of the night that, you know, Celia woke me up last night. You know what to tell me? Come from love, be happy, come from love. And that message is like last night. What did you get? Be happy, come from love. And we feel like the feminine is working towards that. What do I love, and how do I want to bring more love in my life, and how do I want to present myself to the world? Like, you can be in chaos to be your authentic self, have fear about it, but you know what, there's only one you, and you know what, you're meant to show up just as you are. Currently, we're going to get another card for the Divine Feminine heart space. So know that it is perfectly fine to shine your light and be authentic take that mask off and know that things are ready to move forward, because we get the Chariot and the Ten of Pentacles. We are all looking for that Ten of Pentacles, that happy home, that legacy, the family, the whole unit, the abundance in all aspects, because we have the ability to do that, because that's what's trying to come in for the feminine heart space. Like, feminine, are you ready to be open to, I give up control? Source, I put it out there what I want. It's very clear what I want, because, this is what I want. I want this relationship, if it's meant for my highest and greatest good, that's going to give me the most growth and development to heal my life and my karma and my patterns, because that's what that person is going to do to you. They are going to trigger you in every possible way, because we don't heal things until we're triggered by them. So if somebody is really triggering you and causing you, a lot of emotions, first look at what emotion they're causing you, and then look at where is your pattern with that emotion. Because as you look deep at the reflection of where is my pattern with that emotion, that's how we call back our power. And we feel like the relationship at this time is about really calling back your power and having a true knowing of where things are going. There's that Six of Pentacles back on the bottom of the deck. So, which is about, are you ready to come in to union with your masculine, feminine within, and then to do that in the physical with your person? Are you ready? Because like, it is like, we feel like it's up for the offering after this Leo full moon that we just had. We feel like there could be in February a lot of twins coming together. February is known as the month of love. It is, and we feel it's a very sacred time. Mercury, Mars, and Venus are coming together in Aquarius, February 20th, something, 21st, 22nd, in that area. So maybe a day or two before and a day or two after, there's going to be that energy. So from like the 17th, 18th, for like about a week from there, that energy is going to be really strong of the masculine and feminine coming together in Aquarius, which is, about doing things in a whole new way. And about them being, they're going to be conjunct, so together. So where is your, if you know your chart, where is your Venus? Where is your Mars? And how are they when they, come together? Are you balanced in your energy? Are you, paying attention to that? Where are, how do you feel? And what do you have in Aquarius as well? On the astrology part of it all. But how is your balance, your energy and balance? Where in your past have you had to be a more masculine energy, feminine? That's also a thing, not always just, I've been heartbroken. I left that part of myself there. I left my confidence there. When have you had to be in that masculine energy and be, also where have I been aggressive? Where have I, been the other side of that coin as well? Where am I out of balance in my masculine energy? Because if you're out of balance in your feminine energy, there's an out of balance with the masculine. Where do I compensate for, the masculine energy? And the same for the masculine. Where are you compensating, for having your feminine energy? We feel like the masculine is definitely working on trying to embrace that feminine energy, and balance within them. Like, definitely think in a new way. We feel like the feminine is definitely trying to think a new way. And really, it's about focus. Are you, you get what you focus on for sure. So now we're going to get some cards for the relationship, which is about taking your personal power back. And, are you being your most authentic self in the relationship? Are you, speaking your truth? Are you living your truth? Are you, openly, like, me and Dave came together when I was like more open, that like I was like, okay, I put it out there. I'm an energy worker, and that's what I do. Like, we work on the energy. Dave and I work on each other's energy. And just that is part of something that I do. And once I acknowledged it out there and took my power back and said, okay, I'm an energy worker, which, we all are. If you're working on your own energy, you're an energy worker. And we're all here, light workers, spreading the light, being the, be the light, be the love. Okay, I think we've shuffled them enough now. It sounds like she's ready now. So, we just followed the guidance of Celia, which is my bridge to source. Okay. So the current energy is the Knight of Swords with the Tower. So we feel like something's about to happen, like fast. Like, that is like the Knight is, the of Swords is the fastest moving energy, and that's about your thoughts. How quick are you changing your thoughts? Are you, really clear on, sometimes we don't know where our belief is. And if you're unsure of where your belief is, look at what's happening. Just saying. But like the Tower's coming, like Uranus is going to come out of retrograde soon. And when that happens, it's the last thing that's been retrograde. So, and that's been for like 6 months. So as that comes out, that is, boom, are you ready for big change? That is, the sign that, is associated with Aquarius, which is where the masculine and feminine energy are both going to be in February. So February 20th, if there's new contact, new messages, new, a text, a call, a meeting, if something happens, don't be surprised if it's like completely out of the blue. But just keep your balance up, keep your boundaries. And that's for both. I feel like both people are working on the balance. That is the foundation card. So I feel like both people are working on the healing process of this coming together, both healing the heart space of the recent past, that is about filling your own cup and know your self-love. And the headspace is a new beginning. Are you ready for a brand new beginning with your person? Are you ready? Because that feminine energy is strong. The age of Aquarius is supposed to be about, the time of stepping up for the divine feminine, and the divine feminine, stepping fully into her power. And both people have that energy. That is where we create from, is from that feminine energy. And if that's out of balance, your creations, your manifestations are going to be slow or a little wonky. Are things not coming as, the way you would like them to? Are they coming in a harder way? You have the choice. You get to manifest what, if you're unsure, look at what your desire is. Look at what you're getting and look at what your desire is. Is what's happening what I'm desiring? If it's not, say, okay, hold on. I'm going to focus on what my actual desire is. If this relationship isn't together in the physical, my desire is for that to happen. Tell the universe you're ready. Take time to say, God, I am ready to move forward on the next step of my mission. I am doing the work, but just know when you come together with that person, all the masks are coming off. You have to, stand strong in your power and be able to be like, okay, this is who I am. Like with me and Dave, like, I'm like, this is who I am. Like, it's me. I used to be a physical therapy assistant. We were talking about if I was thinking about going back to that again. And I'm like, and Dave's like, do you see yourself doing that? And I'm like, no, this is my life. This is what I love. This is my passion. This is where I'm being led. So we decided I'm not going to do that. And that's about current energy, current environment, standing in your power. And are you standing in your power? Are you willing to be with somebody that's not completely dedicated to you? Are you ready? Do you know your worth? Do you know your power? Do you know how other people see you? Is the Seven of Swords? That's about walking away from the stuff that's not serving you. And sometimes we have to do that. Sometimes you have to have that boundary. And we feel like both people are walking away from the things that aren't serving them because this is relationship. And you know what? They're walking away. This isn't what's right for me. This isn't for my highest good. I'm going to do something better. The hopes and fears card is the Six of Wands, which is about victory. Walking into that, having confidence that knowing this is your mission and this, if you know that's your person, it's not, I hope we're going to be together. It's, I know in the right time we're going to be together. Like have that deep knowing in you. When you have hope, that's fear. I hope it's going to happen. Where is really hope in it all? And then we get the high priestess as the outcome, which is about doing the inner work is going to be reflected in your outer experience. So as you take deep looks at where is my manifestation at right now, am I trying to control it? As soon as you let it go, you'd be surprised at what can happen. Like I was like, okay, I'm just going to do mission and just saying, okay, I'm just going to focus on my mission. I'm an energy worker. Literally, I brought Dave right in. It couldn't have been easier, happened faster. The underlying energy is the Ten of Swords, which is about thinking in a brand new way, letting go of the things that are holding you back, the things of the past that have hurt. Instead, focus on what do you want? Like, where do you want your fun and your freedom to be? And then, let go of the burden of the past, the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Swords, because the underlying energy is the Two of Cups, which is about, are you focusing on the love of this? Are you focusing any negative energy? That person's not doing the work. They're not with me. If they're not doing the work, they're somewhere in you. You're not doing the work. Or you know what? It would be coming together. Just to say. And we're going to get a Celia card for the twin flame energy update of the day. Self-love, it's an inside job that starts with you. So and with that, where are you, looking at yourself and judging yourself instead of, the emotional check-in card on the bottom of the deck? Place your hand on your heart and, say, how do you feel? How do I feel? Do I feel like this is a loving thought about myself? If it's not, you know what? That negative energy is going to be projected back at you from other people, like to show you that you're not having the highest love for yourself. So people are not projecting the most love to you. You need to take a moment and see, how am I feeling about this? How am I feeling about myself? Am I having judgment about myself? am I, where am I? Where is my energy? So that is the twin flame daily energy update. And we're going to clean it up and get into some questions. We'd like to thank everyone for joining us today. So, Cat Goddess, Elin, Eliza, how are you all doing today? Yes, definitely a good love message. It looks like the masculine and feminine are definitely mirroring, both working on, that same, thing of healing the heart and looking at things, in a different way. I am doing fantastic. Yeah, we are doing really, really well. Clean this up and shuffle a little bit, and then we will get into some readings. We were not on as much as we would have liked last week, but we had some company, so we follow the energy as much as we can. So, Elin, are there any messages for you today? Use the energy cards for you, Elin, to see what messages is for you today. Okay. So, Elin, for you, we get the card of Magician in the Mirror, and then we get the card of Door to Romance. So, and in the Door to Romance, that heart is in a cage. And in that card, in this particular deck, she says it is the number 33, so it is a MasterCard. But that is in that, like, the door is open there, but like the heart is in the cage. So where do you need to free your heart at? The Magician is about, in that, we hear as above, so below, and are you in balance with your, once again, the colors of the masculine and feminine energy, that we like made a little thumbnail, and it has those colors, and in the masculine energy was that colors. And now for you, Elin, it's there as well. So where is where is your masculine energy? Because honestly, I know I carry a lot of the masculine energy, so I have to always work towards, my feminine energy. And we feel like sometimes we get a little analytical about love and different things, and then like the feminine the feminine energy thinks love and like sex are kind of a combined thing. Like it's kind of like a part that the feminine energy is like with that energy together. Men can kind of compartmentalize. Nothing, just how our brains are made, like how we came in. About compartmentalizing that energy. So, have you compartmentalized love? Like, are you willing? Are you willing to have romance and fun, but not necessarily committed love? Like, are you half-hearted? Like, in it, are you, where is your feeling on, where is your personal feeling on a committed relationship? What is your, like, what is your, what is, just from my past experience, what, like, I compartmentalized love and all that for a while, and that's why all that, like, came back to me. So, reference point, but, like, where is you, like, how has committed relationships been for you in the past? It it like, we have cycles and patterns with them, and they're gonna, like, repeat, until we have, yeah, awareness of it. Like, I was married for 19 years. Some of it was good, some of it was not good. Um, but I had a negative energy when it come to relationships. So, like, I had worked on some stuff, like I did my list and this and that. But, like, the thing that I feel like totally changed my energy was when I looked at how did I feel about a committed relationship. Like, I worked on a focus wheel. How do you know? And anything that's in the negative, you don't want to put on the focus wheel. You just want to move your energy forward in a positive direction. Um, and sometimes it's easier with those to practice a few of them on things other than the topic of love until you get the practice of how the process works. It's an Abraham process. It's really good. The focus wheel, I'm sure can look it up on YouTube. Um, super helpful. Like, but that's energy trying to, like, come together. Like, he's like hot over here and cold over here is like how the energy feels. Like, just sometimes it run really hot and sometimes it's really cold, and part of that's because where, like, your energy is with that, and then you get the strategy card, which, and the carrying connection card, because, like, so that's saying, like, for me, like, once I did the focus wheel, within a week I started talking to Dave. Like, honestly, like, the focus wheel was like the tipping point for me of, okay, this is where I am with my energy. This is where I want to be. I want to be in a committed relationship. Why do you want to be there? Like, you have to know the why. And it can't be as a codependent thing. I wanted an equal partner on this journey with me. Like, that's what I wanted. And when Dave's not doing the sound bath stuff and all that, I'm like, always like, you're come on board. Because even he, like, still, like, is doing that runner chaser thing. He's, and we're to the point of we just pull our energy back. Like, okay, we got to focus on our balance of our energy, because the only thing you can truly control is your own energy. We have pain in our bodies, normally due to stored energy. And if it's low back, that's sacral energy. And a lot of times that's part of our creativity, but that's like our feminine power. Like, where have you given your feminine power away? Like, I used to have a lot of low back pain. We've worked on a lot of it. And you know what? I don't have low back pain anymore. Like, it's just gone. Like, do a little research on the things of the sacral chakra and look at where those things are in alignment or out of alignment in your life. And, like, this heart energy could definitely be like that energy stored in your sacral area, because, like, we can have it stored in different parts of our body. Yeah, and then the only card that want to come out is the Queen of Cups, and then the Eight of Pentacles is the work of opening your heart space and being open to be vulnerable and being, like, firm in your boundary of, you know what, I'm going to accept nothing less than being the most important person in your life. Like, that kind of relationship, I need to be a priority, not an option. Like, and have your power in that. Like, she is like standing in her power, and it's like we feel like that is saying that is your work right now, to stand in your feminine power and like lead with your heart. Like, are you leading? Like, if you free your heart, and like do that, like the strategy for me, like that's saying write it down, like your words are powerful. The caring connection and the door to personal healing and happiness is right there. And then they look like they're getting ready for a wedding. So, and the woman holding the coin. So everything kind of falls in place. Like, look at where, you know, what are your beliefs about relationships? What do you see a lot of really happy, loving couples? Do you see people like walking that aren't holding hands? Do you see people that show no affection? Because that's like where your vibration is what you're going to see. Like, if you're seeing people that are really loving and all that, that's, the vibration you're at. Like, we told Dave, like, we were doing something, and we're like, look for love, look for the people that are in love, like, look for that. We're going to give you that assignment. Like, look for the people that are happy in love, and like when you see them, be like, yay, and like be like celebrate that is in your environment, which means it's in your external before it comes into your physical. Like, celebrate those people instead of being like they have somebody and I don't. You know what? That energy just like slows it down to like as you see the people that are like super in love, like that also can help like manifest that in, and shows your, opening your heart to be able to see love and like have the expectation. I want to see how many people I can see, showing love and affection to each other, and just so we hope that helps, Elin. AG, where am I now to get a breakthrough? Yeah, we will. You said we're going to use the sacred power cards for you, AG. AG, you know what I've been doing recently? I have been listening to Dr. Joe Dispenza. He talks in a more scientific way about how to do that. And so we're going to take those. A more scientific way about how to get into that quantum field to manifest. He's got a meditation that's like an hour and a half long. Dave and I are going to do it. The underlying energy is source, which is about surrendering to that source, and being in that place. We've learned a lot recently about God. I don't know, source, whatever higher power you believe in. I don't know. Show me, lead the way. Saying I don't know is a place for you to say, I don't know, show me, and trust what you're shown. You get the card of personal power, you get the card of medicine, you get the card of change, and you get the card of illusion, because your blessings are already there waiting for you, just waiting on you to catch up energetically with them. Like, we feel like you're on the right, yeah, like, but look at like Dr. Joe Dispenza, and to see if any of that resonates with you. Because he's about how to get into the quantum field. Yeah, yeah. The surrender part is definitely like part of the mission. Like, we've been like, where are we supposed to go? And we've kind of been getting guided more towards mediumship. So he's like, okay, we're gonna host a mediumship. That's all we're doing, and we're gonna charge per reading, and like, but like I did that, like a whole thing of it the other day, and like I had such a download after that full surrender of where am I supposed to go from here? Like, I'm like, because every day is a new day on the journey. So know that like you're at like this crossroad of like change is like right there, like happening. And then the card that wanted to come out for you is the moon card, which the moon can signify a couple things. It we did just have a huge new moon or full moon in Leo, which is about, that, you know, stepping into your power and, being in the limelight more. And the moon can also be related to your mother. It can be related to emotions, to shadow. And the underlying energy is the Knight of Cups, the Page of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Nine of Pentacles, which is, personal stability, and the Ace of Wands, that, inspired action. Are you how's your heart chakra? Are you being open to that message? Like, because the message is trying to come in through your heart that, the Knight of Wands is the action, and hearts is, about your emotions. So are you letting your emotions lead you? Are you letting, that hold you back? Because, this person's focusing on what they want to focus on, and it sometimes that's not what source wants us to focus on. It's about more finding our own personal balance, because the stability is like on the verge of coming in. Yes. Like, do that, and like think about the person. Like for me, I think of my granddaughter. If you can think of a person that you have only positive thoughts for, no any kind of negative emotion, and you just feel like the love you have for that person, a pet, whatever, like if there's something that you have just overflowing love for, you focus on that love and you can feel like your heart chakra opening. And then when you come from that place and really like, I want to create from my heart. I want to create like where you would have me go source, and like and the card under that's lightning. As soon as you do that, like, and the card under that's transformation. As soon as you do that, we feel like change is like going to come, the inspired action. Like as soon as you surrender it and stop, you feel it's like your action, and as you feel like you're in control of it, sometimes we when we feel like we're being in control of it, it doesn't flow as easily. Like try the surrender. Like that is like probably the easiest and fastest, honestly, way to get to where you want to go is like surrender and say, source, show me what you would have me do, and also show me what you would not have me not to do, like give me the guidance, lead my path, because that's truly, the path is trying to change and open up for you, and be, at that place of blossoming abundance. And are you ready for that? It all comes from the love and the heart. Like that was the thing earlier about, being balanced in your love and the heart. And once again, another card with the blue and the orange, like of that twin flame. Like she said, we made a little thing and it was the blue and the orange, and almost every person has had that blue and orange reference of, where is your personal balance, with your masculine and your feminine, but it looks like change is on the way. Like, Cat Goddess Celia says, are you meditating and trying to reach your higher self? Like you're wanting information from your person's higher self, and ethically we're not feeling that. Like, you can meditate and you can ask your higher self to have a conversation with their higher selves, but we don't feel okay about channeling their higher self for a message for you. Sorry. Um, yes, AG, you do have an amazing time coming ahead. Have a wonderful day. And 48, um, upheavy, yeah, 48. When will money manifest itself into my life? When you are vibrating at the frequency of it and have full expectation for it to arrive. If you're focusing on not having it, it's keeping it away. Law of attraction, you get what you focus on. Um, and you get the card of happy family. So when you focus on just being happy and the love and why you want the money, you get the card of storm warning, which is like things being turned around quickly. And the third chakra is Archangel Shamuel, which is about connecting to your personal confidence and power. And, following your gut instinct. Something about following your gut instinct, I hear. But like focusing on like the happiness of it, the abundance, the joy of your family is the easiest way to manifest that. And we feel like you're going to get some kind of message soon because you get the Page of Wands, which is a message in the physical about a new action, and the Ace of Cups. Something that you truly something close to your heart, a brand new beginning. Because you get the Fool, the Nine of Pentacles, which is financial stability, the Death card, and the Lovers with the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is think crying over spilled milk, thinking about the past, thinking over things you can't change. Like, it doesn't matter how much money you had yesterday. It doesn't even matter how much money you have today. If you feel you're more abundant in tomorrow, your tomorrow will be more abundant. If you can find, gratitude and appreciation for the abundance around you, like we have a lot of birds that come around us. We love them where the green grass grows. If you're unsure of anything to be abundant for, try to hold your breath and then you'll be really happy that there's an abundance of air. Um, but like there's an abundance of electricity, there's an abundance of, sunshine, there's an abundance of stars, there's an abundance, of water on the planet. There are many things that there's just an abundance of. And if you can focus on that abundance and take money out of the equation and just focus on, I love the way the universe is showing me such abundance. Like we see an abundance of trees, but there's so much abundance around. And if you could focus on the happy, it's going to come so much quicker. But we feel like something's going to come that's like literally close to your heart because the Ace of Cups is, something that you're trying to manifest a new opportunity in the physical. You know, are you filling your cup up? Are you confident in yourself? So Kelsebrick, yes, you can ask a question. Okay. What is coming towards KB Gemini in terms of love this Valentine's? First, I have to ask, Celia's like, Celia, my guide. What do you expect? Because we have this thing about the law of attraction and you get what you expect. So with that being the precursor, we're gonna I'll move off. Because the card that wanted to jump out at first is the card of the healer of the ages, which could be a person that can bring a lot of healing towards you. And then you get the card of the world. So, like the ending of a cycle, which also means the beginning of a new cycle. The world's like the last card in the tarot, and the card under that is blossoming abundance. So, um, is this something you do or don't want to work on? Because sometimes we're in relationships, we attract it with people. And if you're having a certain issue and pattern with this person, you're going to attract it with the next person. So sometimes that relationship can like be like awareness, like what is going on in the relationship that it's not working out. Like when else have you had that feeling, whatever feeling that causes you? Like when else have you had that feeling? And like focus on like the pattern of it. And if you're focused on him not improving on it, he can't. Actually, the only thing you get to control is your own energy and what you would like desire and what you expect. And whatever he has, where do you have that same thing? Because people are mirrors to us. And if he's not working on something, where in your life are you having that same thing of you have something that you're not working on? Um, there went the Eight of Cups across the table, which the Eight of Cups is about walking your spiritual path. Where are you not walking your spiritual path? I'm guessing you're a healer. Do you know that? Are you doing any kind of healing work? By the way, because the Eight of Cups went flying. We'll go get it in a second. Um, do your hands get really hot? We are a messenger, so sometimes we let people know. Do your hands, we feel like sometimes when you touch people, are your hands really hot? When you touch you, how's your root chakra? Because I feel like my hands are like so tingly right now, and normally I get that feeling when somebody's supposed to do energy work or have some energy work done. But we're gonna get you. But like if you want to heal it, like you can write like what you want, like write where your desire is. Where do you, but most people are a reflection of us. So okay. Well, the cards that flipped up are the Death card, which is about transformation, and the Star card, which is about healing. And then we get the cards of the King of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, which is the happy family, and the Two of Swords, which is about making that choice. And then you get the King of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and do you have another offer? Like, yeah. Do you try to encourage him? Do you try to encourage him to do the work? And the more you try to encourage him, the less work he does. Yeah, I know how that is. Um, Dave, my husband, sometimes doesn't want to do the work. And when he doesn't want to do the work, we try to encourage him to do the work. And when he doesn't, then it causes where we have to, I pull my energy back because the only thing you can control is you. And if you're doing the work and you're happy and you just focus on you and don't try to control him, because the second you try to control him, you come out of alignment. And sometimes people need that like break. Like I pull my energy back and then he decides, well, he doesn't like that. So he decides to focus on things, and I channel Celia a lot because she's through us. But we feel like there's going to be like a huge healing, like that's transformation and healing. Like that is Pluto and that is Aquarius, and Pluto just moved into Aquarius January 20th. So has the non-communication been since then? Like you pulling your energy back can really start this process. We feel like you've been really holding back, like. And honestly, if you found me, you're probably a twin flame, like, because that's what I am. And because you get like, oh, we feel like change. You, the fact that you haven't talked to him in 20 days, then does that seem normal? Like, or are you not wanting to see what's trying to come towards you? I mean, you have the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups on the table. Like, that's happiness, like true happiness. You have the World and the Wheel of Fortune trying to like move things in your favor. Are you ready to take a different action? I feel like you're a healer with the Healer of the Ages and the Aquarius Star card. I feel like you have a healing ability. Maybe you're unaware of, oh, and the World there. Like, it's time for a new cycle for you. Like, sometimes with other people, we have to pull our energy back. Yeah. The only thing you can focus on, honestly, is you. I would meditate and focus just like finding your happiness. Like, if we get in such a pattern with sometimes we just, our body doesn't know how to respond to happiness. So, like, take some time, think of somebody or something, an event, something that makes you really, really happy, and just focus on it and talk about it, write about it, do it for a few minutes. It causes a dopamine release in your brain to go to your body to tell your body that, oh, this is a happy thought. I feel good. And I bet you've been in this cycle so long that when you have that initially, the fight or flight of your body is going to be like, oh, what's this happiness thing going on in us? And we want you to stick with it and like hang on to that and like keep like if there's been an event that's like super joyful for you or you really like going someplace, like savor the time about it and teach your body how to feel happy again. Like that's my guide Celia. We're just channeling her. Welcome to the channel. We feel like your new energy. But like the whole world's trying to open up for you. And we feel like the writing may be off already on the wall, and we feel like you're going to get a new offer. Like this is a new offer, like of somebody that's very clear in their headspace, like in the wheel. That's like you get the wheel and the world. So like I would just totally pull my energy back from that person. I would look at how they made you feel and like how does it feel not talking to them for this long? How does it make you feel? That where does it make you feel not enough? Because normally that's when it makes us feel. Like, how could they even go 20 days without talking to me and then be okay with that? Like, that says a lot. And like, how does that affect you? So we hope that helps. That is my Celia guidance for the day. Well, if he hasn't talked to you since the 10th, he's disconnected from you. Like, currently with that energy, do you know what you're energetically pursuing him, which is the masculine energy doesn't like that, so they will run. So honestly, the best thing you can do is like focus on your personal healing and happiness and walk through the door of I'm going to find my happiness and I'm going to be happy. Because if you're being miserable and you're with that person and things are being miserable, then that's their set point too. And you want to get to a higher set point. You want to like meditate and get into a place of I want to feel happy and like make sure you're walking around and putting a smile on your face and doing the extra work that you have to do. Like, sometimes in the beginning it's forced, but okay, after you're walking around smiling for a little bit, smile for a minute. Don't you, after even just 30 seconds of smiling, don't you feel better? Like it's a more positive vibration. Like, I feel like there's something new like coming towards you. Like, with what was over here. Like that was a new offer coming towards you. May it be that person who gets new clarity because it's the King of Swords. Like he's got clarity on what he wants. But as long as you're focused on that person, you're like sending them energy. So you have a wonderful day. And if nobody else buys you flowers on Valentine's Day, go buy you some. Date yourself, love yourself. People reflect back to us how we feel about ourselves. So, creative arts, yes. Just a general, what can we get for you? Oh. Are you a twin flame? Because in the beginning of the video, we did a twin flame reading talking about the masculine, integrating the masculine and feminine energy, and definitely having a new perspective on what they truly want to heal and where they want to go. So, we are going to be posting that as a separate video. And and as you do that, you know what? You send him negative energy unknowingly because I feel like if you knew it, you wouldn't do it. So we're telling you, don't do it. If you were thinking like I'm sad he's not here, you get law of attraction. You get what you think about. Honestly, if you would put your hand on your heart and like think of because you get the angel of love and the door to value, like Like and then you get the world, which is about a new cycle. But like the way you feel about yourself and value yourself, you're going to get that back. Like if you're in a low vibration of heartbroken, and you're going to attract somebody at that vibration, low vibration, Five of Pentacles. You don't want to attract there. You have to get your vibration to, I love myself, like we were telling the last person. Date yourself on Valentine's Day. Buy yourself something. No, people do that and they make you feel like not enough. And then you know what? Then it diminishes the value of your love that you feel like. And yes, it is for you. And we're going to get you a couple of tarot, but like, how is yours, how is your self-worth and your value? How is your self-love? Like, Celia's like, self-love is what I'm like. I'm saying hearing, but I've got the headpiece in just for the mic, so I'm not hearing it through that. Just so you know, channeling. Um, like I feel like as you raise your value and are loving yourself more, like he's going to treat you as a reflection of how you feel about you. Like as you raise your vibration, he's going to see you in that way. But like right now, like the underlying energy is like the world, and like that looks kind of dark there. And then the only tarot that want to come out is and the seventh chakra. The only tarot that want to come out is the Hanged Man. Yeah, Hanged Man, no contact, definitely. Perspective on that. If you aren't in contact with him, it's a time of your growth. And like sometimes we have to have time separate for our personal growth. And people reflect back at us how we feel about ourselves. So if he's not really valuing you, it's a reflection of where is your self-value. If he isn't valuing the love you have, where is your value with your self-love? Like it's about like changing the focus of it and saying, you know what, this time, if you love this person, if you love them and you believe this is your person, sometimes there has to be separation for you to do the work. And we feel like strongly this is the work, and your value. Like we get it all in anxiety and fear about that person not being there. And you know what it causes? Them not to be there. But you can like heal this, and that will immediately bring contact in a different way as soon as you change your thoughts. Like the Ten of Swords is like the end of like this energy can't get no more dead. Are you ready for this energy to be done and communication to be in a much more loving and like blessed way? Are you ready to be in balance with your energy? Like you can focus on the past, or you can focus on this is a time of my personal growth and blessings. And if this is my person in the right time, we are coming together. Until then, I need to work on where's your Chiron, where's your North Node. Chiron's what you got to heal in this lifetime, and the North Node is your mission in this lifetime. So are you working on those things? Like this is saying it's a time of reflection. Know that everything is a reference point. And we're going to clarify the Hanged Man for you. And you get the Hierophant and the King of Wands. So like the Hierophant is marriage, contract, religion. And then the King of Wands is somebody that is in their power, that knows somebody that definitely is like, he knows passion, but knows commitment as well. Like that's passion and commitment, like together with the Queen of Wands underneath. So I feel like this is your person, but I feel like there's just like like you I am affirmations are like super good. Like to work on yourself, you have to work on that. Like you have to value, like people reflect it back truly. Like where you love and value yourself is where people are going to reflect that right back to you. Like Mel Robbins does this thing where she gets up in the morning and goes in the bathroom and high fives herself. High five yourself. See if it raises your vibration. Like when you high five somebody, it's a good job. And you know what? No, you did a good job. You got out of bed first start of the day. Good job. Um, and just work on your vibration like that. Like, and know that like people reflect back at you how you feel about you. Take some time and do a little writing. How we feel like it's a pattern, but like people like just reflect back at you like they're literally a mirror. We're like, but we hope you liked and subscribed and check us out again. We've been a little over an hour, so we are gonna go and we will be back later and we'll be putting the twin flame video out as a daily message. We hope everyone has a great day and thank you so much for joining us. Bye.